Hey guys, this is Brick and welcome to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Listen to that beautiful music. Alright, so I'm going to grab my supplies. This is the extended version of the Jaggi fight that I'm going to do for a video. The full version. Just for people that want to see it. I'm going to edit this down and make it more walkthrough-y and useful when I get the moment. I'll release this and the short version side by side. The short one's going to hopefully have a lot of editing, a lot of funniness. I'm going to attempt to be funny. I know. It's a dangerous game I'm playing. But it is what it is. It's just not going to work out. No, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, shit, I'm not that funny, actually. What do I do? But that's fine. I'm wearing full Great Jaggi armor because I like to dress like what I'm killing. Here he is. Also, I don't want to, like, totally murder him altogether. To be fair, this armor I'm wearing is the high-rank version of the Jaggi armor, so definitely not going to take much damage from this guy. But the sword is only rank 2. It's fine. Not totally cheap. Right there is his tail spin. Just like every tail spin in this game, it comes out in a pair. It's funny. For some reason, it always comes out as a pair of attacks for almost every monster, unless something happens. There's the shoulder check. That's probably his like most dangerous move, just because it covers a lot of ground. I'm gonna jump on this guy right now. There we go. It covers a lot of ground in a forward area, so I'd say the best bet to get out of it is dodge towards the tail rather than the head, just because the tail you might be able to get under. I don't need to pick up any of those shinies because I think I've made everything I could possibly want to make out of Jaggi. He's not going to last very long. This is going to be a pretty short fight. The full fights for monsters in the future are certainly going to be more involved. Yeah, see, he's dead. I pretty much showed the moves he has. You know what, we're going to go ahead and fight him again. Just for the sake of showing a little bit more of what he does. Just because people that are newer at Monster Hunter, including myself, just a year ago when I tried to play Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the first time, the Great Jaggi may be like the biggest bitch and there's nothing great about him. But for new Monster Hunter players, it's like usually the first monster you ever fight. And it can be not intimidating, but kind of confusing and painful. I died a couple times when I was first fighting the Great Jaggi in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Although, to be fair, the true enemy I had in that game was the Kurupeko. That made me quit. I couldn't stand that creature. It kept calling Great Jaggis in, and because I wasn't very good, and because I wasn't upgrading my armor, most important thing you can do in this game, armor and equipment, upgrade it whenever possible. Because I wasn't doing that, when the Kurupeko called in the Great Jaggi, it was just too much for me. I couldn't handle it. Anyway, let's go ahead and do it quick. We'll do it again just for S's and G's. Send all that shit to my box. Completed that quest so hard. Save that game progress. Ka-bing! Capital work, Hunter. How about a pot of tea? I might make it boiling or scalding. No thanks. I'll take neither. Is neither an answer. La la la. Okay, back over to 1. No, 2. Sorry, 2. Right down here, Jaggi Alliance. It really is just the Great Jaggi. There's nothing great about it. I'm not even going to eat. Make sure you eat your food if you are newer. Bread and fish is usually a surefire way to get more defense. Keep you alive longer. I'll just grab the map, I guess. I don't think he's going to make it out again. There are a couple of goodies in here, actually, that I'll just talk about really quickly. Tinged meat. If you put this down and the Jaggi gets exhausted, he might run over and eat it, and tinged meat will paralyze him, so you get a bunch of time to beat him up. And then flash bombs. I think if you just throw these in front of the Jaggi at any point, it'll stun him up. So I'll try both, just for the hell of it. I don't think he's going to survive long enough to even need the meat, but I can do a flash bomb. Just makes life even easier, and it's free in the box in this version of the quests, so why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? He does do some running. In this map in particular, if he gets away, he usually hangs out in 4 for the most part, but he'll use a secret passage in 4 to escape to 9. He kind of jukes you out if you don't have a paintball and you're new. It may be very confusing and you'll completely lose track of him. But he's an 8 this time, which is good. His secret hole in here, I believe, takes him to 4, but don't quote me on that. We probably won't get him far enough for that, but I'll just throw some meat at him. Put a singed meat down, see if he bites it. I'm sure he will eventually if we're lucky. Now, the Great Jaggi only has 1 break point on him, 1 thing that you can break for extra loot, and that would be his head. Kind of a pain in the ass, actually. Oh, okay, maybe it's easier to dodge towards the head with that. I'm not completely sure. I'm sure either way is pretty successful. His head is his break point. You can shatter the crown around his head, and the King's Frill drops from that, and that's needed for a lot of the stuff that you can craft with him. Always get mount attacks whenever you see the opportunity. They're just completely overpowered. Not overpowered, but they give you such an edge. And the Great Jaggi is pretty easy to mount. He only has that 1 move, and you can just race him to the finish once you have your stamina. I think I broke his back there, so maybe that is a thing. Boop. Oh, what a whiff. Yeah, I think I broke his back. No, his crown. His crown broke. You see how it's a little shredded? That's how you know. He's limping already, so I'll let him leave. And he goes to 4 through this hole, just to keep the confusion at a minimum. Always try and paintball. Paintballs are nice. Now, the only thing that could really frustrate people, I think, with this fight is the fact that he's constantly calling in reinforcements, and it's annoying as hell. Especially when you have a weapon that's like kind of weak, or a smaller weapon that doesn't have much area of effect. I'm waiting just to point out a particular move he does. He has a forward bite, and when he's enraged, and sometimes when he's not enraged, he almost always follows it up with a second attack. There's the tail swipe, 1, 2, every time. Just gonna sit there. Whenever you see him do that, you just get free hits. But I'm kind of being gentle with him. Okay, now he's leaving. And here's his hidey hole from Area 4. And if you look at the map, boop, right over to 9. Cheats. Straight up cheater. Really jukes out a lot of new players or anybody that doesn't have a paintball and isn't aware of that hole. But come in here and wait. Yep, when the music stopped, that means he is asleep. You can immediately check if he's in the area, even if you can't see him, just by hitting L. If you have him locked on the right screen over here, and he's over there, and he's in the area, then you'll immediately lock on. This spot is great for him to fall asleep in. Instant wake-up call, and he's gone. I think I displayed enough. There's a forward bite he does that he always follows up with a second forward bite charge. It covers a decent amount of ground, so you want to make sure you don't dodge back. You want to dodge to the side, and maybe dodge a second time. God, leave me alone. Worst part about killing Jaggi. Stupid little minions constantly beating us up. Anyway, that is the Great Jaggi. I'll show you guys my gear really quick. Chieftain's Greatsword, the Jaggi S set, which is the high rank set, and I have Attack Up, Medium, Speed Sharpener, and Half Stun. Half Stun makes it so I can't be stunned as easy. Speed Sharpener makes it so I sharpen really quick. I'll display that. Boom. Done. Great if you're using dual blades in particular. And Attack Up is exactly what it says it is. Your base attack, your base physical damage gets a boost. And that's about it. Fighting him in here is very easy because of all the ledge space in this area. Just keep him in this little hole that I'm standing in and constantly jump on him. That pretty much goes for any monster that runs to Area 9, and there are a lot of monsters that like to sleep here. The Gormagala is just one that I can think of off the top of my head. But, oh nice. Loot all over the place. I'll probably never use it. King's Frill for breaking his face, and that'll do it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you next time. I'm done with you, people.